Hi, welcome to the Destin Business Forum, brought to you by the Destin Area Chamber of Commerce. I'm your host, Amy Perry, and today I have Shane Moody. You are the president and the CEO of the Destin?
The Destin Chamber, the Destin Chamber, yeah.
And Miss Audrey Jacobs, you are the overseer, you are assistant vice president at Coastal Bank and Trust, is that correct?
That's right, here in Destin.
Don't want to get anybody in trouble. And you guys are here to drink with me? I don't
know. Whatever we need to
do
do this morning, Amy.
Okay, so you guys just showed up with alcohol, and I'm not sure. Nobody told me what was going on.
It's a chamber job. It's a chamber event.
No, we're at Rutherford's at Regatta Bay Golf and Yacht Club at Surfside Beach. For what?
For Bourbon at the Bay, which is on November 19th, I believe. It's the Chamber's bourbon, Scotch, and champagne tasting. And Audrey's here because Coastal Bank and Trust is our fabulous corporate sponsor, title sponsor of the event for the second year in a row.
Our pleasure.
Yeah, so that's why we're here to talk about Bourbon at the Bay.
All right, so what is that? Do you serve like soft drinks? Or?
Yeah.
It's a great event.
Slurpees.
It really is.
Every single one, and it's...
It is. We'll have, I think it's four tasting tables. We'll have a couple of scotches, a couple of bourbons on each one. We'll have a champagne tasting, and the ticket gets you in. You get to sample 5 of your choice, and in commemorative glasses. And Regatta Bay puts out a great spread of food for us. So it's a great networking night. It's a great, if you like bourbon, champagne, and scotch, it's just a great way to come out and meet a lot of people.
It really is. It's one of my favorite ththings that we do, and I love that we added champagne. Somebody had that idea last year. I'm not sure what her name was, Amy Perry. But that was a good addition.
It was.
And I tasted some bourbons that I had never. I don't know. Bourbon's bourbon to me.
Right.
I like Scotch, but I tasted some that were so smooth and so wonderful, and I never would have had we not had this going on. So, and are we doing is it the wine pool?
The wine pool again, yes, and it'll be $20, and we'll have 20 bottles of wine you get to pull. You don't know what you're pulling. It could be an $8 bottle. It could be a $40 bottle. So, yes, we are doing that again.
And we're doing something else.
Silent
You're doing
auction.
something else.
Yeah, silent auction, I guess.
And something else?
Are we?
Silent auction, and then what about the bourbon bottles? The bourbon barrel?
Oh, yeah, Paul, one of the silent auction items will be a package of bourbon, multiple bottles of bourbon and scotch donated by our Chamber Board of Directors.
I can't wait to do. I think that's a really cool idea.
Yeah.
Other auction items?
We don't know yet. We are accumulating those. So anybody watching that would like to donate something, certainly call us, and we'll be glad to take care of gathering that.
Cool, and that's usually done in this room that we're in, right?
Yep, silent auction will be in this room. There'll be a bourbon tasting station. Champagne and scotch will be spread out through the rest of the restaurant. This is a great location. It's a beautiful location. They'll have the heaters outside so that if it's cool, you can even go outside if you'd like to. Kilwins is going to be here with bourbon-infused chocolates.
Seriously?
So, yeah, bourbon and scotch-infused chocolates. So it'll be really good. And without Audrey and Coastal Bank and Trust, this would not be possible for us to do.
Yes, thanks again. We like that. Can we talk Kilwins into bringing some ice cream?
I don't know.
Pour bourbon over the ice cream or scotch?
I like your thinking. I like your thinking.
Well, what else? What else is going on? That's our thing. What is going on?
I don't know. Audrey, what do you think of Bourbon at the Bay?
Because
you guys jumped right back on it this year.
Absolutely. I don't think the event was even over last year, and we were already walking up saying to Shane, count us in again for next year. It's a great event. A lot of people in the community come out, all of our business owners, members of the chamber. It's a perfect opportunity to network and really enjoy the evening and sip on some things that maybe you might not try otherwise.
Might not have at home to sample.
Might not.
I think it kind of gets you in, or at least for me, it gets me into the season. You know, it's kind of hopefully a little bit cooler. You're in a kind of a cozy place, and it just makes me think of fall, Christmas, Thanksgiving. And it's nice to see people that you don't normally
We had a great time with the silent auction. I don't know if you remember last year, we were having some fun really bidding on some great things, and they make great Christmas presents too.
That's
right there.
Yeah,
so
early Christmas shopping.
Early Christmas shopping at the chamber while sipping on bourbon.
And there were a couple of, was it 1 or 2, like pretty big trips?
Yeah, we had a big trip to Costa Rica last year. We won't have that this year because they sold the house. So we don't have that. But there's a couple of really big silent auction items, and then there'll be a lot of smaller ones. So you can spend $100, you can spend $500. It all depends on what the packages are.
That's always exciting. I tend to bid on a little too much at the beginning. and then I calm down. So I will only be bidding on half of the things. Okay, so is that it? Are we going to drink?
Yeah, we can drink
You
if
have
you'd like
what year is that?
I don't
or how
know.
many
This
years
is right out of the teapot about 30 minutes ago,
Yes.
I think.
Very,
So,
very fresh.
Well, I'm drinking the real thing.
It
I'm gonna
hasn't
drink some
aged long
champagne.
enough, clearly.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, in all seriousness, we do hope you join us for Bourbon at the Bay. Again, it's one of my very favorite things that we do. I'm going to move right on into our chamber events if you guys are all done.
Audrey,
I'm
anything
good.
else you want to add?
I'm good.
Okay.
Come see us
All right,
at
you
Coastal
would-
Bank and Trust for all of your banking needs.
And thank you for your sponsorship.
Our pleasure.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
That's
our pleasure.
It's certainly the
wonderful.
clientele that you guys are looking for that
100%.
attend this. Yeah, absolutely.
You can do some. Are you going to do loans that night?
No.
Just joking.
Not
just joking.
recommended.
They don't call. Hey, they don't call
Not
it A money
recommended.
for nothing.
A money. I love it. All right. Upcoming events. On October 22nd, Business After Hours is sponsored by Emerald Bay Golf Club. That is from 5 to 6 p.m. and the location is Emerald Bay Golf Club. On November 10th, the Leaders in Business Lunch is sponsored by Emerald Coast Convention and Visitors Bureau. That is from 11:30 to 1 p.m. and that will be at the Destin United Methodist Church. On November 19th, the 3rd annual Bourbon at the Bay, sponsored by Coastal Bank and Trust. That is from 5:30 to 8 p.m., located at Regatta Bay Golf and Yacht Club. Notice the new name. On December 8th, Bowling for Business Tournament and Leaders in Business Lunch, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Hurricane Lanes. December 17th, the Chamber's annual holiday party, 6 p.m. until, and I guess there's no end time. The location is 790 on the Gulf. Hope
And
you
one thing that's not on your list is January 15th, 2016 will be our annual banquet. Next year is our 50th anniversary. So we will be kicking off a year-long celebration for 50 years old for the Chamber of Commerce, unveiling a couple of things that night, announcing a couple of things that night, new things. So
Can I say what they are right now?
Yeah.
No.
So anybody that wants to be part, I think you probably want to be part of the Chamber next year for 50 years because there's a lot of really good things happening. Our membership directory, visitor's guide, is going to be a 50-year commemorative with some of the history of the Chamber, and we will unveil. There's only one business, believe it or not, that's been a member from day one up until now. With the same name, same owners and everything.
But you can't say who that is.
We're not going to say who it is.
It's a
We
big
want everybody to pay attention. So that's January 15th, 2016.
So they've been members for 50 years, but they still look 30.
Yes, exactly. They
50 is the new
look
30,
really
right?
young.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. So cool. Things to look forward to. I hope you join us at one or more of these events. We'll see you next time.